is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Yo, boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Before we get started, you guys, I just want to wish everybody a happy and blessed Tuesday. Remember, guys, like I tell y'all always, if you woke up this morning and are able to live your regular life, no matter what the situation is, you're already winning. Wake up, thank God for the day, go out and be your best positive self, and we're going to ride this train together. Now, let's enjoy another Tuesday by rocking and rolling on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Before we get to today's topic, you guys, I want to talk about the game last night against the LA Clippers. It was a sad one. The Miami Heat lose 109-98 against the Clippers. You get a great game from Tyler Hero, 32 points, 9 for 20 from the field, 4 for 13 from the three-point line. Could have been better at 3, but Tyler did his thing. He also gives you 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Tyler is slowly showing you that he is taking this team and being its full-fledged leader. He's leading by example, hasn't missed a game this season, playing his hardest, not only offensively, but defensively. I gotta give Tyler credit. He's really upgraded. Now, Bam Adebayo did not play yesterday, and you're seeing what type of effect Bam Adebayo has on this team. I know that Bam is not averaging 25 points a game and 12 rebounds like a lot of us wanted at the beginning of the season. You know, he's averaging about 16 points, almost 10 rebounds a game. I understand that his numbers have taken a little bit of a dip this year, but what you see from Bam Adebayo, a lot of the stuff that Bam doesn't show in the box score. He affects a lot defensively. He helps his team set up. He's a great teammate. He's one of the best number 3s in the NBA. But we've seen this in the past. If you have Bam Adebayo as your number 2, it's not a championship team. But we do need Bam Adebayo, especially with Jimmy Butler out during this suspension. All hands are on deck. Because with Bam Adebayo out last night, Kevin Love had to start. In 15 minutes, Kevin Love gives you 9 points and 3 rebounds, 3 for 8 from the three-point line. That's all the shots that he took last night. But Kevin Love wasn't the center that stepped up. It was Kel'el Ware. Off the bench in 33 minutes, he goes 7 for 11 for the field, 3 for 3 from the three-point line, 19 points, 13 rebounds, a block and a steal. However, he's a negative 14 out there in the plus and minus. Kel'el Ware, even though we know what he can do, he can score in the paint, he can block shots, he can rebound, but he's still raw. He still makes boneheaded mistakes out there, so this is going to take some time. However, what you're seeing, the positives outweigh the negatives. So I'm loving me some Kel'el Ware. I was a big proponent on drafting Kel'el Ware, and the fact that the Heat got him, you have your center for the future. Now, everyone else, trash. I mean, some guys had some solid games. You know, Haywood Highsmith, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 36 minutes. Jaime Jaquez gives you 10 points, 4 for 9 for the field. Terry Rozier gives you 11 points, 7 rebounds, 5 for 10 for the field. I know I've been calling out Terry Rozier lately. Look, I'll give Terry credit where it's due. Hell of a teammate. Defended Tyler Hero during that scuffle against the Houston Rockets. Terry Rozier's a real one. But you're not getting the production from Terry Rozier that you were looking for. And the fact with both Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo not playing yesterday, this was a golden opportunity for Terry Rozier to show Heat fans and to show the world exactly what dynamic he brings. Didn't get that yesterday. It was a mediocre game from Terry Rozier. You get 3 points from Duncan Robinson off the bench in 25 minutes. Nikola Jovic, 28 minutes, 1 for 10 from the field, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, you get nothing from Alec Burks. Jaime Jaquez gives you 10 points, like I mentioned. I mean, Tyler Hero and Kel'el Ware didn't really have help yesterday. If just one of those other players have a good game, the Heat probably win last night. So it is what it is. The Miami Heat are 20 and 18. We're fighting for the Eastern Conference. Every game matters. You're in the play-in right now, but you can easily get out. You got another game against the LA Lakers on Thursday. This game will be the final game of Jimmy Butler's 7-game suspension. It has been reported by Bobby Marks, and it's been reported by other people as well, that the Miami Heat fully intend on having Jimmy Butler play against the Denver Nuggets this Friday if he's not traded. And I've said it before, you guys, and I'll say it again. Jimmy Butler ain't getting traded anywhere. All this drama, all this head case crap, all this rumors and everything that's going out has devalued Jimmy Butler. There is no way that the Miami Heat make a trade for Jimmy Butler unless he's able to boost his value. Before Jimmy Butler came back from the illness and the ankle roll, the game against the New Orleans Pelicans, the Miami Heat were assured by Bernie Lee, Jimmy Butler's agent, that when Jimmy Butler comes back, he's coming to ball. He's coming to play like crazy. He wants to show the people that he's still a superstar level player. And we know that Jimmy Butler's in a contract season. But when he came back against the Pelicans, you didn't get any of that. You got a Jimmy Butler that was coasting way worse than what we've ever seen. And the fact, I mean, guys, only Heat fans will know this because we watch all the games. For the casual viewer that doesn't watch Miami Heat games, they might hear stuff like this and think, what are you guys are talking about? Jimmy Butler was not just coasting against the Pelicans game and the Pacers game. Jimmy Butler has been coasting now for the last 3 seasons. There have been games where Jimmy Butler is fully playing, healthy, and he goes out there, stands in the corner, and does nothing. He'll finish the game with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. This has been a problem. A lot of Miami Heat channels, Team to Beat Miami Heat Network, my boy over there in the Miami Heat Zone podcast, Anthony DiNardo, Tobin, 5 Reasons Sports. A lot of these places will tell you that the problem with Jimmy Butler these last few years during the regular season is not only the time that he misses. He averagely misses about 15 to 20 games per season. That's not really the problem, even though it is a problem. The big problem is the games that he plays in the regular season, half of them, he's just coasting and not doing anything. So this is not a new thing with Jimmy Butler. This has been going on. So when Jimmy Butler's camp told the Miami Heat that he's coming back ready to play, and you saw those performances against the Pelicans and the Pacers, I'm sure that Miami Heat coaches, Pat Riley, fans, we're all getting fed up. So the only way that Jimmy Butler can increase his value, you guys, the trade deadline is February 6th. We still have about 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I don't have the calendar in front of me, but we're getting really close. So what Jimmy Butler needs to do, if he really wants to leave the Miami Heat, come back, ball the hell out. Ball the hell out. Show these people that you're still that guy. And then maybe the day before, a couple days before, or even the day of the trade deadline, you can find a deal that works for both Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. It's not going to be Phoenix unless Phoenix can find a third or fourth team to take Bradley Beal's contract. But maybe it's another team. Maybe as the trade deadline gets closer, Jimmy Butler changes his mind and tells the Heat, you know what? Send me to Memphis. I don't want to send him to Milwaukee because we're fighting for Milwaukee for the East. I prefer to send Jimmy out west. Send him to Memphis. Maybe Houston comes up. Maybe there's another team. Maybe the Denver Nuggets. It's been reported that the Denver Nuggets might have some interest in Jimmy. There might be a team that comes up in the 11th hour and just takes Jimmy Butler. Kind of like what Milwaukee did with Damian Lillard. Things change, you guys. But what Jimmy Butler needs to do when he's ready to come back, he needs to ball the hell out. Because if he doesn't, he's not getting traded. We're going to stay with Jimmy Butler until the offseason. And ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before, I think that's probably the best situation for the Miami Heat. Look, Rachel Nichols was on a podcast recently with Chris Haddix, and they were talking about this whole situation. And one thing that I agree with Rachel Nichols that she said, Erik Spoelstra wants to win. Erik Spoelstra does not want this to be a lost season. When Jimmy Butler reports back, I know that Erik Spoelstra will have a talk with Jimmy. I'm sure that Pat Riley will have a talk with Jimmy and his camp. They will come to an agreement. Hey, maybe this isn't working anymore. Maybe it's time for us to move on. But it is what it is. We don't like the offers that's being, offered for you. So we're going to wait until the off season. Come back, play this one last season with us. Let's try to get a push. And in the off season, we will work out a sign and trade. So you can get the money that you want and we can get the assets that we want. Because in the off season, you guys, trades are more flexible. Contracts expire. Teams start coming down from their apron lines. They start to dwindle down money. So a trade in the offseason would be more beneficial because the Heat can probably get more assets. Jimmy Butler is not going to opt out and go into free agency. There's no team that's going to have the money available to give him what he wants. So he's going to have to play ball with the Miami Heat. He tried. He tried getting traded. All this crap that you guys saw during this 7-game suspension, the Instagram post, the barista post, all these rumors that are coming out, this is just incentive for the Miami Heat to feel pressured to move Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's camp is doing everything to force the Miami Heat's hand to send him to Phoenix. And Pat Riley's like, no. Say what you want, do what you want. You're not getting traded unless we get what we want. Now, I love this Miami Heat youth movement. I love this team. I feel like that this roster without Jimmy Butler can make the playoffs. And the playoffs are very important because we need to make the playoffs in order to keep some of our draft picks coming up. We don't make the playoffs, those draft picks are lottery protected and go to OKC. So you need to make the playoffs this season. So that's the reason why I want the Miami Heat to fix this crap with Jimmy Butler. Get in the playoffs. And then when you're in the playoffs, hello, it's Jimmy Butler time. I don't care what jersey he has on. I know Jimmy Butler is still that MFer. And when the lights are brightest and you have a healthy team around him, this Miami Heat can still do damage, in my opinion. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about that game last night? Do you think Bam Adebayo has some importance with this team? How about this Jimmy Butler saga? Do you think the Miami Heat is going to be able to fix it? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We push into 6,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support. Until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that's enough said. Let's go Heat.